There's many different ways that you can work with crystals. Most people tend to have pocket rocks. Oddly enough, I don't have any pocket rocks on. One of the easiest ways to work with them is wearing them. So that's a very good way to sell jewelry, is by telling them that people can actually wear. Some people say wear your magic. You can wear whatever the crystal prescription that you need for the day. But generally, we sell a lot of pocket-sized stones, so you can carry pocket prescriptions. What I would tell people is that they kind of want to stick with a theme. So you don't want to have things that are color opposites. So this is a good thing for you to remember. You don't want to have yellows and purples together. You don't want to have blues and oranges together, because when you have complementary stones, even though they're opposite, they're not really complementary. What they tend to do is they tend to kind of wear each other out or water each other down.
Oh, okay.
So you want to stick with like pinks and greens and blues and purples. And we talked about this with the way that we're separating the store into different colors. You want to kind of go with a theme. Now, pink can kind of just bridge either way. Pink can go with hot colors, red, oranges, and yellows, or they can go with purples, blues, and greens, because they kind of are the in-between. But you don't really want to stick orange with purple or orange with blue, because the red, orange, and yellow from the chakra system is all down here. So it's all physical energy. When you get up into the higher chakras, the pinks, the blues, and the purples, well, the blues, purples, and whites, that's up here. So it kind of creates this stretching. It's kind of good to go either way, if you would. So yeah, pocket stones are a really good option. If you're going with pink, you want to go with blue, greens. That's a way to just adjust the energy field just walking around. Some people don't like pocket-sized stones. They would like larger pieces. That's really good. The larger the piece, the more space it takes up. Not takes up in a space, but the more space that it shifts. So you're not going to walk around with a big amethyst cathedral for your energy field, but that would be something that you would have in your living room to create more peace, right? People also, there's some of them that you can take baths with. You obviously want to look up if something is toxic before you do that. You don't want to take a bath with, say, something like sulfur. Sulfur is a toxic stone. You want to actually wash your hands. It's not super toxic, but you do want to wash your hands when you're working with sulfur. But anything that's quartz based, typically amethyst, rose quartz. You could take a bath with citrine, but that would be really energizing because it's yellow. Blue lace agate. These are stones that you can put in water that you can know for sure that you're not going to get poisoned by. You do want to pay attention. Some people will drink elixirs where they actually put the crystals inside the water. Again, you want to make sure that the stuff that you're drinking is not toxic. But that's a way to adjust yourself energetically from the inside out. So people like to do crystal charged waters, which is really nice. We'll probably have a class on that at some point. The other thing that people do is they will grid their space. So if you say you wanted to create a high vibration, you could grid with a POF light. You could put a POF light in the four corners of a room. If you wanted to create it like what we were going to do here, I said we're going to grid with black tourmaline in the store. You want to make sure that you put one in the main four corners of the store. So what that does is it creates a grid, because the stones talk to each other. So it creates a vibe within the store. So that's using it for functional purposes. The other way you could do is you could do layouts on your body. Obviously, you probably want to know what you're doing before you do something like that. Or people will meditate with them. They'll get like a medium-sized rock, such as this, and just sit there and meditate with it, and kind of tap into the stone. So those are some ways that you can work with them. That you can offer to people as ways for them to work with their energy field with crystals.